7 silent behaviors that make toxic people fear you. There's a quiet kind of power most people don't talk about. It doesn't shout, it doesn't argue, and it doesn't seek revenge. Yet, it deeply unsettles toxic people. Toxic people thrive on reactions, on emotional chaos, control, and access to your energy. The moment you stop feeding that system, something changes. They begin to feel uneasy, not because you became aggressive, but because you became unreachable. Let's talk about the 7 silent behaviors that make toxic people fear you without you saying a word. Number 1. You stop reacting emotionally. At first, they test you. They provoke. They push buttons they know used to work. But this time, nothing. No anger. No long explanations. No emotional outburst. Your calm response or lack of one sends a powerful message. You no longer control how I feel. Toxic people depend on emotional reactions to feel powerful. When you respond with peace, they feel exposed. Calm becomes your quiet shield. Number 2. You set boundaries and stop justifying them. You say no and you mean it. Not harshly, not angrily, just clearly. You don't over-explain. You don't defend your decision. You don't feel guilty for protecting yourself. This unsettles toxic people because boundaries remove access. And access is how they manipulate. When you stay firm without drama, they realize something important. You respect yourself enough not to negotiate your peace. Number 3. You become private about your life. You used to share everything, your plans, struggles, dreams, and fears. Now you don't. You smile. You listen. But you reveal less. This silence is powerful. Toxic people fear what they can't monitor. When they no longer know what you're doing or how you're feeling, they lose leverage. Privacy protects your energy and keeps your progress safe. Not everyone deserves access to your inner world. Number 4. You stop seeking their approval. You no longer try to prove your worth. You don't chase validation. You don't adjust yourself to be accepted. You are comfortable being misunderstood. This quiet confidence threatens toxic people. They want you dependent on their opinions. When their approval no longer matters, their influence disappears. Your self-worth becomes internal, and that's something they can't touch. Number 5. You walk away without closure. This is one of the hardest and strongest moves. You don't beg for understanding. You don't force conversations. You don't wait for apologies that may never come. You simply step back. Toxic people expect endless explanations. Silence denies them that satisfaction. Walking away without closure shows emotional maturity, and it leaves them with unanswered questions they can't control. Sometimes peace is the closure. Number 6. You grow quietly. No announcements, no bragging, no proving. You heal. You improve. You level up in silence. Toxic people fear silent growth because it reminds them of what they're not doing. Your progress becomes undeniable, even without words. Success doesn't need noise. It needs consistency, and nothing scares toxic people more than someone who outgrows them peacefully. Number 7. You stay respectful but distant. You don't insult them. You don't seek revenge. You don't hold grudges. You remain calm, polite, and emotionally distant. This balance confuses toxic people. They expect hate or submission. When they get neither, they feel powerless. Distance without bitterness is a powerful statement. You no longer have access to me, and I'm okay. Final reminder. Toxic people fear those they can't control, drain, or manipulate. Your silence, your boundaries, your peace. These are not weaknesses. They are quiet forms of strength. You don't need to fight. You don't need to explain. And you don't need to be loud. Sometimes the most powerful message is simply choosing yourself softly, calmly, and without apology.